2. Hey
What's
guys,
up?
welcome to our sup. Sorry about it.
What's up, Mr. Gerard? Thank you for
What up,
tuning in.
drums?
Possibly the whole world tuning in right now to our podcast, award-winning. Anyways, I'm Addison.
I'm at Cali.
And I'm Ella, and today we're going to be talking about some of our favorite internet drama and cancel
internet
culture and stuff.
Culture.
Keeping the theme
Yeah.
of the cancel culture
Yeah.
in mind.
Who wants to start us off?
First topic. Callie, take it away.
Alright. So our first topic of today is we're going to be talking about commentary YouTubers such as Cody Co, PewDiePie, some of the biggest, not best, not biased here. Keemstar, Leafy is here. You name it. Commentary YouTubers. Very
So basically what a commentary YouTuber is, Callie, they watch other people's videos that they put out on the internet and they comment on them and make fun of them and react to them and then post them as their own content. And it's honestly very entertaining. Obviously, a lot of people like it. PewDiePie is like one of the most subscribed to channels. Isn't he like the most subscribed?
No, I think he got passed by that one Indian channel, but he's still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he held it for a really long time.
He's the highest independent channel. Yeah.
And he's stayed there for a while too. He's
Yeah.
like on the throne for years.
And basically, their content is just really entertaining, and it's like, they get sometimes a bad rap. Not really, just by like. Sometimes people call them bullies.
Such as Jake Paul.
Yes.
Such as middle name
Jake Paul's another large content creator on the internet. Him and his brother. Jake Paul is Team 10.
The low gang, as they call it, the low gang, and the the Jake Paul? The Jake
Team
Paul.
10.
The Jake
Paulers.
Paulers.
Jake Paulers, yeah. And they just put out a bunch of content. I'm not really sure about Logan, but I know Jake Paul just puts out a bunch of like content for like preteens, as they call them, tweeners.
Yeah.
And he got really mad at Cody Co last year sometime, or like 2 years ago, and called him a cyberbully because Cody Co made a video about him.
Yeah, he made a couple videos about him because Jake Paul made a diss track on teachers, and which was so stupid in itself. And I think he also made like a carpool karaoke knockoff with 21 Savage.
Oh yeah.
And people dragged him for it because he was like wearing 21 Savage's necklace. And
he was like sucking up to 21 Savage, and 21 Savage is in like the passenger seat, like.
No. Yeah. When in the Cody Co's video for it, like they watched as 21 Savage like put on his seatbelt, and they were like, "That is so crazy. He literally wanted to obey the law because he was in a car with Jake Paul."
21 Savage is like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but
well, the thing about Jake Paul getting mad at him was like everyone was already making fun of him in the first place, and Cody Co just like capitalized on that. But everyone else that Cody Co has made fun of, or not made fun of, commented on, has like taken the joke and ran with it. And Jake Paul got really like defensive about it. And so I guess in this case with commentator YouTubers, you just have to know how to take a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, what is a joke? Because I just hate Jake Paul. I just hate the Paulers. Yeah. I hate Logan Paul more than Jake Paul, though.
I mean, I get what you're saying about what is a joke? Because, like, I guess it could be taken too far, but I personally feel like in most of Cody Co's content, it doesn't. And usually, like, after he makes fun of someone, he, like, becomes friends with them, and they, like, get over it. And it's just, like, it becomes more of a joke and, like, an actual joke that everyone understands than, like...
Yeah. Like, he made fun of, like, a TikToker named Tyler Brash, and then Tyler Brash, like, made a TikTok about Cody, and they're just, like, fine. And, like, he even brings people onto his channel, like Maddie Smokes, the vape kid.
Yeah, that was...
And the kombucha guy, he made a whole video about the guy who, like, invented kombucha, the drink.
No,
I
think he was the one... Together. He didn't invent kombucha, but he was the one who started selling it.
Or, like, he made it popular. Like, he made it a pop culture thing.
Yeah, but Jake Paul basically called Cody Co a cyberbully, and the whole internet got really, really mad at Jake Paul because
It totally backfired on him.
Yeah, everyone was like, dude, that is just so sad that you can't see
So
that it's
wrong.
a joke.
Yeah.
But, and I think he was also like defending Logan because, because Cody made fun of Logan because,
Wearing a minion costume.
yeah, and Jake was like, he's just a cyberbully, and everyone was like, no, dude.
That's not cyberbullying.
Yeah,
Also,
I know.
literally allegations out there. I don't know if you know this, but like a few years ago when Jake Paul was like really big, there was a bunch of stuff on Twitter saying that like he was a high school bully, like they were
No,
bullied.
yeah.
So it's really ironic.
I believe it. He has the vibe.
That's that vibe.
He and his brother, like, they're
Well, and
just...
the thing about Jake Paul is he just can't take a joke. Like he can make them all he wants, but like when people start attacking him, I feel like this has happened more than just like Cody Co. Like more than just that, just all the time. He just gets
It's a
like really
rice gum
defensive.
thing.
I also
Oh,
heard...
Like a thing you have to keep in mind if you're gonna like be on the internet like that.
I heard
Yeah.
Jake Paul also, like, abused his ex-girlfriend, Alyssa, or she made, like, a video about it, and was like, he would just, like, hit me all the time. And
Yeah, he
everyone
was
was
like
like,
a very toxic person.
yeah. So
And
I don't know who I hate more, Logan or Jake.
Oh, you know who I find really weird too is like Logan Paul and Jake Paul's parents.
Why? Oh, wait. I think
They're
I heard something about the Paul dad.
Yeah, the Paul dad is like insane also. It just like runs in the genetics completely.
Wasn't there, like, a scandal with him? Wasn't he gonna, like, fight someone?
I don't know.
I heard that. I feel like Jake Paul. Wait, I forget which one was on Bizarre Bark. Jake or Logan?
That was Jake.
Jake Paul. I'm so confused.
Yeah,
because,
he
like,
lost
we're
his
talking
Disney
about
contract.
Yeah, because he was like being. I don't know. I just with all the like because we're kind of trying to talk about cancel culture. Like with all of the things that like have happened to Jake Paul and that he's done, he has never once gotten canceled. But then there's like people who like make one mistake and it's just like bye.
They're done.
Yeah, that kind of happened to Logan after the Suicide Forest thing, where Logan basically made a video in the Suicide Forest and filmed a dead body and posted it on YouTube, and everyone got really, really mad at him, and he kind of like disappeared for 3 months, and then he came back, and this is what I hate about Logan Paul. He came back and was like, guys, I'm gonna be a better person, don't worry about it, like, I'm gonna, like, get through this. And then, like, 2 months later, he was like, yeah, during March, me and the boys are going gay to support LGBTQ, like, rights. And everyone was like, that's not how that works.
Yeah, no.
It's like just the level of...
I didn't even know that. That's
No,
so
it was so bad. I think, like, PewDiePie talked about it. And he was like, doesn't he know how offensive that is? And everyone was like, yeah.
He thought he did something there, but he just...
They're just like in their own little bubble, like the Paul brothers. And like the reason why they stay afloat is because their whole audience is 8 to 12-year-old people. And they don't they don't care. Like if they come out and say that they literally want to eliminate the whole human race, the 8-year-olds are like, yeah, be a maverick. I'm a maverick. And it's
They're
just
like, yeah, Maverick World.
They can't, they're like untouchable. They're like, it's like Jeffree Star too, untouchable. He's like a beauty YouTuber who just gets in a bunch of drama.
People like
What?
I feel like a lot of people do hate Jeffree Star though.
But he's already so successful that he can get
It's too
like
late.
exposed for anything, and everyone be like, what about
Well,
like
he's
Star
like
Cosmetics?
he was like he like started as like a rock star or something like that.
He did music.
Yeah, he did music, and now he does beauty YouTube. But in addition to that, I feel like his like second career right now is just like scandals, just like exposing like scandals. He calls them scandals. He like thinks he can like expose all of these like.
He gets involved in drama that isn't about him.
Yeah,
just, like,
and no one cares. No one does anything about it.
And then when go ahead, Callie.
It's fun to voice your opinion about something, but the way he does it, he always like gets himself in it. He's like, my experience with this has definitely like shaped my view, and it's like you don't need to say that.
Not about him. Like with the James and Tati stuff, it was not about him at all. That was completely between. So Tati is
explain it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tati, I don't know where Tati Westbrook, I think that's
that's it.
Is like also a beauty YouTuber. She's like older, and then James Charles is this younger beauty YouTuber, and I guess they're family friends, and like Tati's family helped him out a lot when he first moved to LA. And then in order to get into Coachella, he wanted to get. So can you explain this part, Ella? I always get confused.
So James Charles basically wanted to go to Coachella weekend 2 with his friends, but it was really last minute and he couldn't get artist tickets or artist pass, where basically you can't really interact with like fans that much. But he had the VIP pass where like his fans could see him, and he started getting mobbed, and he got artist passes from Sugar Bear Hair. Yeah, it's like a pill that like helps your hair or whatever, and he started a brand or a deal with them so he could get those artist passes, and then Tati has a brand called Halo Beauty, which is a competitor with Sugar Bear Hair whatever. And basically this whole beef got started, and Tati blew it out of proportion and started talking about James Charles manipulating sexuality and stuff.
Yeah, because like, she was mad that he didn't tell her he had this deal and that he didn't do it with her, or like that he didn't tell her whatever. But instead of just like dealing it with between her and James, she got on the internet, and not only did she like tell this whole story about the Coachella, but she proceeded to expose James Charles for every bad thing that he has ever done
when he's still he's a kid too. Like at this point, he's like a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah, and she's just like, she did it under the disguise that she's his mother figure. Like
but then she criticizes his actual mom for her parenting.
And she just put this on the internet, and then back to Jeffree Star, then he just decided to get involved in this drama that didn't need to be public information.
I have his tweet. He said that,
yes, please read it. And then he just got involved.
Yeah, he said, "There's a reason that Nathan banned James Charles from ever coming to our home again. Nathan was his boyfriend at the time. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Glam Life Guru's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true." Which actually, everything Tati said was proven false later. Or not everything she said, but something she said were like proven false by James.
Also, it's like James Charles, I'm sorry, is like harmless. Like he's harmless. I can guarantee.
Yeah, Jeffree Star, I'm not a fan, but like he's definitely like.
No, I'm definitely not a fan. But Jeffree Star has had like several scandals of him like screaming at people and like hitting people,
the N-word and stuff.
Yeah. Just, like, and like everyone was so quick. James Charles lost like 3 million.
Yeah, he lost 3 million, and I think Tati gave like 4
million.
Yeah, that's.
And so like James Charles, people were so quick to like put out this like kid from New York who like is semi new to like the LA scene, whatever. Yeah. And Jeffree Star's been around for so long, had so many like issues, and is just still here. It's just so weird. The cancel culture is like so selective, and it's like. For who? You know what I mean? It's just
who,
like why?
Aren't super supportive of like James or whatever. It just turned into like teams. I remember people would tweet like Team Tati or Team James. Yeah. And people were just like, bruh. There were so many memes.
It's weird to me because you think about like, what are these people's intentions on the internet? Like do they care about their actual fans? Because if they did, they would just like solve this off the side and produce their regular content that their audience.
Yeah.
Because like my favorite creators don't ever have drama, and they never post any stuff, and you can tell why they care about what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I kind of think James didn't want this to be public. Tati kind of just went and like
he was just posted
this like 45-minute video, and and she was like kind of not struggling, but she was like not as big at the time.
No,
she's like older and like had been on YouTube for a really long time, so like. It could be seen as like a desperate like attempt to like get information, like name drop, or not information, get like fame to name drop.
Yeah, James said in his video, he was like, I texted them multiple times without answer, and like
it seemed like they never made any effort.
Yeah, they made it public, so he solved it publicly, which I kind of respect.
Right. Yeah, because he was just defending himself. There was a bunch of false allegations about him putting out there that weren't even just about like promoting a brand. It was like sexual like harassment, literally just like out in the open.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny, because about the boy that like Tati was talking about, she was like, it was like a waiter in a restaurant, right? And literally there's a video of that waiter explaining it, and he goes, everything that James and I did was 100% consensual. Like, he didn't manipulate me at all.
No, that guy is a creator now. Like, he's actually a creator now.
Because Tati basically accused James of I don't think it was sexually harassing, but I think it was like manipulating like
His
a straight
sexuality.
man and like his sexuality and trying to make him be gay. And then this guy came out and was like, no.
I'm bi.
And then I remember
I
this
said that
too.
from the beginning.
A lot of people hopped on this trend like from his high school and like said a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
And I don't remember
yeah.
if that was ever confirmed true or not, but that just makes you think like sometimes people like back to the Tati like just wanting like clout, I guess. Sometimes people just hop on these trends and start canceling these people and like sharing like real or fake stories in order to just like gain a few
It's so
likes
dumb.
or a few followers.
I also think it's just kind of like, it's just almost like, I don't know, it's weird to me because it's like there's so many things like stereotypes of straight people getting like harassed by men on the street and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's like not as talked about as like James Charles, just like the guy came out to be bi-curious, so he was curious about his sexuality. He obviously didn't want that put on the internet that he was like experimenting with his sexuality.
Right.
And this grown woman, just like published it on the internet.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
And it also makes it's like sucks because when these things happen that aren't true, like this is a little bit different, but like with like when this happens just in like everyday life, then that's why like people don't get believed, is because people take stories and make them up, and then that's why when like it actually happens to you and you actually have a real experience with this, you don't get believed, is because there's so many people who make it up just for the like clout of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which as a grown woman you shouldn't be doing that. Like that's not your place to make
I
up stories
honestly
like
just think Tati was mad that she lost business and was like, well, if I'm losing all this business, I might as well like gain subscribers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which sounds
And
so
people
toxic,
believe-
but
People believe the dumbest stuff on the internet. They literally believe the dumbest things on the internet. So if you accuse someone of something, you can like get away with it before they even like have a response. So for that time where James, like, it took him like a week to make that video. So like in this week span, there was so much time for people to just like bash James Charles. Then he posts a video and everyone's like, oh wait, this isn't true. What? And so they just believed like random crap this woman said that didn't have any proof of it at all. It's like insane.
And he was like completely blindsided. And I remember this was like really like, dare I say, iconic, but it was like he was like blindsided by this. And then he came back with receipts and with like a video that was like, well, the first one I remember it wasn't like that well put together. It was like really like emotional, but then he came back and was like really organized, and like he was like out of the country at the time, and it was just like showed his level of maturity in comparison to hers, and like he shouldn't even have been put in that situation in the first place, and he was able, I feel like, to like kind of come back from it and like.
yeah,
So,
I feel like his video is like a more respectable one because he literally said in it, he was like, I have my notes in front of me so I don't miss anything. And people usually get criticized for that. Like in Logan's apology video for the suicide forest, like he was crying and stuff, and they're like, dude, he has notes right next to him. Like, this is so not genuine. And I was like, if he wants, it's like.
Okay, that's a little bit different though. It's like, what else? What notes does he need? Like
That's true.
He did something really, like he actually did something wrong,
Yeah.
and like
and James did it.
James just like got like exposed, but not really by like.
It's different because Logan was one big thing, but then for James it was like so many
A
little
bunch
things,
of-
and
yeah.
that it just became a giant like.
And he addressed every single one of them.
No, and that was really good.
No, the thing.
And he apologized for like the Care Bear stuff, and he defended himself. Like he wasn't just
That's
like
true.
completely defensive. Like he like did. I remember he like had a good balance, which I respect. Even if I'm not like a James Charles fan, like
Apology videos are a whole other genre.
Of
Yeah.
like YouTube.
and like you said the other day, Ella, they like get sometimes more
Views than the
like
actual.
the original like scandal or whatever.
No, yeah. Because people
is
fake
so
it,
weird.
and then people on Twitter are like, this is so not believable, this person sucks, and then everyone is like, oh, we better go watch this to make sure that this person actually does suck. And that's why
Right.
Laura Lee got so much hate for her racist tweets. Laura Lee is another beauty YouTuber who got exposed for
The
some
beauty
racist
industry,
tweets.
man.
I know, they're all just crazy. And she got exposed for some racist tweets, and she made this horrible apology video of her just messy crying, and everyone thought it was fake and that she was just upset that she was losing subscribers.
Probably was. It probably
No,
was fake.
it probably was.
And even if it wasn't, like, come on, like, be be more organized, like be more like
It has to be
mature with it, and
professional.
like you did this, like you have to own up to that. You have to take
Own up to
responsibility
it.
for that. And she like did some pretty bad, like she said some pretty bad stuff. It was
Yeah.
about like cops and stuff, right?
She basically said something about black people pulling up their pants so that they can run from the cops faster. I remember
Yeah,
that
which
one.
is just not okay.
I know, it
Yeah,
like
that's-
scarred me a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And like I know that a lot of people get exposed for those tweets and like everyone's like it was so long ago, but she had a following back then too. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's different if you have a
That's-
large
And she's
following.
older.
Yeah.
She's older.
Yeah. If you've
Yeah.
been
Like
on
for
YouTube
instance,
for a
like
long
if James,
time,
like
like you
I
need
think
to
the reason
know.
James Charles like didn't have as big of an issue is like when this stuff came out, it was a lot of stuff from his high school,
Yeah.
which like I
Which
mean
wasn't
by
that
high school you
long
should know
ago.
not to do this stuff, but like still he was younger, like and obviously he's not like that anymore if he
Yeah.
ever was.
Yeah.
Okay, we have like 10 minutes to wrap it up.
Okay, y'all.
All right. Well, I would say that commentary YouTubers are a lot different than cyberbullying, and it's almost insensitive for Jake Paul to even compare that to cyberbullying because it's obviously not. And it's like, all right, bro, like I'm gonna get a bunch of views because you like to get views too. So why don't we just like deal with each other and like get through the pain? Because it's like, it's what gets views and what's people like. People like to watch that stuff. So I don't know. That's
Yeah,
my 2
people
cents.
like Cody Ko because he takes like content you normally watch and be like, this is really weird, and he just makes it like really, really funny.
He
Yeah.
literally just says what everyone's thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know why
It's like the best.
because after a Cody Ko video, all of his viewers will go watch the original video from his
Yeah.
commentary. So it's like they
Yeah.
get more views, they get more money.
Yeah. And he's never mean. Like I will say, there's probably content or not what is it called? Commentary YouTubers
Yeah.
who are mean. But
Yeah.
like in terms of Cody Ko, who's like I think he's more well known than like a lot of others. He's never like just like mean. Like he never is like like degrading like their body, their like image or anything. He's just reacting to the video, the content that was put out.
Yeah, the only time he really is mean to people is when he makes actual videos for that purpose, like roasting his fans on Twitter. That's something that he used to do, which is also funny.
They knew, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it
So
doesn't
commentary YouTubers are good. They're not bad. They're not cyberbullies.
Logan Paul and Jake Paul are just insane people.
Yeah, Logan Paul and Jake Paul get in a lot of scandals and don't ever
I think
really
that they're brainwashed.
They're like, this is like 8-year-olds TV now. Like we used to watch like television. They watch Jake Paul lighting his house on fire.
Yeah,
That's what they do.
literally.
They watch Jake Paul dab on live television, and they call that entertainment. Addie, don't do that.
They watch apology videos, and that's how they learn.
Literally.
That's how they learn to apologize to a person.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so that's our opinions on commentary YouTubers. My opinion on moving on to cancel culture. My opinion on cancel culture is it really is its own like genre of YouTube, and it's really unfair and selective because people will either get in so many scandals, do so many bad things, and not really pay for it, or they will do one bad thing and suddenly everyone is so quick to tweet like whoever is over party and
Oh my god, yeah, I hate those.
I hate those tweets.
It's like,
When
why
those
is it a party? It's like, why is this fun?
Yeah, this isn't fun for anyone. I remember a couple days, it was like Cole Sprouse's over party, and I was like looking to see what he did, and there was nothing.
It's just
I was
I hate
like-
when that happens, because then all those hashtags fill up the like most recent tweets, and you have to scroll so far, and like by then it's just like not even worth it to know what happened.
No, it literally ended after an hour.
Yeah.
People just do it for fun.
I
Yeah.
think it's funny. I think that's kind of funny.
It's a little funny, but like no, it's funny when like nothing's happened. It's like a prank. But if like something actually happened, then it's just like, come on, guys, come on. I just think a lot of people put their business on the YouTube, put their business
On the
on
tube.
the internet, on the tube, and it just doesn't need to be there. I don't know. I just don't understand. I just feel like a lot of these people need to start acting like adults.
I think it's toxic to not give like a second chance. I feel like if it's a
I
repeated
agree.
thing, it's like, okay, fine, maybe you don't have to watch this person. But if
Yeah.
they get exposed for like one thing
I
and
mean, like,
they
how many second
apologize
chances?
genuinely,
Right.
but if you give them multiple chances, it's like, bro, just get off the internet. But if they get
And like, how many
exposed for
second
like,
chances has like any of like the three of us gotten? Like, think about your
that's
like
true.
high school career, and think about the amount
Yeah.
of second chances you've gotten. Like, maybe you didn't tweet racist things, but you've definitely gotten second chances for other things. So it's
No,
like,
but people don't realize these people who are canceled aren't gonna stop posting ever.
Yeah.
They're not gonna stop
No.
posting. So it's like, what's the point of like
Yeah.
literally
Just
commenting?
block them or something, dude.
yeah, like,
Unsubscribe.
unsubscribe.
Like,
You
just
choose what you get to watch on the internet. You don't have
you
to
don't
like.
have to like get angry. It's like,
You don't have
And like the
Start a
big argument
protest.
is, yeah, literally, like
it's
the
like
big argument is, oh, they knew what they were signing up for when they did this. A lot of these people who are famous, it's like an overnight sensation, and
Yeah.
it's like they're like, wow, now I'm famous. And honestly,
Lil-
they probably
what's
didn't
his
know what they
name?
were signing up for.
Mason
There's no
Ramsey?
rule book on how to be famous. You don't sign a contract and you're like, oh, if I'm famous, like everything bad I've ever done is public information. You don't sign
Also,
that contract.
they know at one point they're gonna get exposed. They probably are just like when it happens, they're like, oh, well, I was expecting
They
this. Let me
probably
go
like
Yeah.
pre-record their apology videos.
That's like
They're
a
like,
big
I
joke,
don't-
I feel like.
They're like, I don't know what I did yet, but whatever it was,
That's like
I'm
a Tana
sorry.
Mojo joke. She always like jokes about that. It's so funny.
I love Tana Mojo. She's so
All
scary.
right, we're running out of time. We're running out of time, so
Oh,
I think we should wrap it up.
okay.
Yeah.
In conclusion, cancel culture.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, can we
In
conclude?
conclusion, thank you for watching. Make sure you guys check out
I think
yesterday's video.
Ella was
Also,
talking.
hit
Hey,
the
Callie,
subscribe button
Hey,
right
Hey,
now.
no,
Callie.
no,
Hey,
don't worry
Callie.
about it, guys. It's fine.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.
Sorry.
Got the
Thank you
throw
for
on my brain.
watching. This was cancel culture by the Three Stooges. Okay, goodbye.